to The Juice, where inspiration, knowledge, and appreciation come together. Join me as we sit down and talk with cutting-edge business owners and unique and interesting individuals who will share information that will help us learn, laugh, and grow. Today's featured guest is Cornell Thomas. Cornell is a husband, father, and author of Extraordinary, endorsed by Tony Robbins. Hey.
What's up?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. I'm excited. So before we start with the actual podcast, we're going to play a game.
I love games.
All right, cool. I know. I hear you play a lot of them.
Yeah, all the time.
Sudoku? What we're going to do now, we're going to go through the stack of cards. Okay. If you answer them in 60 seconds, you're going to win a gift card. If you don't, you're going to interview with me.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, is the timer on?
Ready.
Okay, what's your favorite juice drink?
Carrot juice.
Giving a gift or getting a gift?
Giving always.
Noise or silence?
Noise.
Give help or get help?
Give.
Party person or small gathering?
Small gathering.
What's your favorite movie?
Step Brothers.
What's the best way to start your day? That's so funny.
Kissing Booth.
I love that movie.
No, that's how I want to start my day.
What job would you be terrible at?
Anything in an office with a cubicle.
I'm with you. Mansion in the suburbs or cabin in the mountains?
Neither. Mid-sized home. I want to be able to hear my kids if they're screaming.
Horror or comedy?
Comedy. Horror. horror.
Kamara. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
I knew
you knew I was going to say it.
Bar of soap or shower gel?
Shower gel.
Leader or follower?
Leader.
Favorite cuisine?
Thai.
Biggest pet peeve?
Whining.
Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
Denzel Washington.
Any tattoos?
7.
What is your favorite sport to watch?
Basketball.
Spend or save?
Save.
Instagram or Facebook?
Gram.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Quality of life or quantity of life?
Quality.
Outgoing or shy?
Outgoing.
Tent or RV?
Neither.
Come on, you gotta choose one.
Okay, RV.
Are you early or late?
Early or late, my menstrual cycle? Early, I think.
I knew you were gonna do that. Are you an early person or early person?
Early.
Breakfast or no breakfast?
Breakfast all the time.
What is your best characteristic?
My smile, I'd say.
Okay. Credit card or cash? And my eyes, and my
Cash.
lips, and my ears.
All of it. Cash.
Cold or hot?
Cold.
Awesome, you won!
Oh my gosh, I want to thank my mom and the people at the academy. Yes.
Amazon! Alright.
I can't wait. I'm gonna get a chia pet.
Chia pet?
Yeah.
So random.
Bring them back.
Okay. Ready for the questions? They're real questions?
Yeah, I'm not worried.
You're not? Okay. Mm-mm. You're not ready or worried?
I'm both.
I understand that Tony Robbins not only endorsed your book, he also wrote the foreword to it. Very exciting. I love Tony Robbins. How'd that happen?
Well, he didn't write the foreword.
Oh.
But he wrote me a testimonial.
He wrote your testimonial?
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. So that happened because when I first started doing like quotes and all that stuff, I sent him a quote every single day. So about 4 months went by, and then my phone started lighting up like a Christmas tree. And I was like, oh, people really like me today. And it's because he retweeted one of my quotes.
Oh, that's awesome.
He started retweeting my quotes like every couple months. And then a friend of mine paid for me to go to one of his events. And at the event, I raised my hand, he called him, we had a conversation. And afterwards I said, I went to your event to see who you are as a speaker. Because someone told me he was the best speaker like in the world. I'm like, well, I speak, so you're trying to say he's better than me. So that's what beats you. And so I went there, and then I talked to him. I said, I want you to write the foreword to my book. And so a year went by. He was doing filming I'm Not Your Guru. So a year went by, and it's a whole long story. But at the end of the day, I was up at 3:30 in the morning. He was up at 3:30 in the morning. And the person who was his liaison was going back and forth. And then he wrote me that great endorsement.
That's amazing. Yeah. This book is amazing. Check it out.
It's my son's on the front cover.
Oh, that's so cute.
I literally threw him in the air.
And there you are.
We didn't catch him.
And I Am Not Your Guru is also amazing. Tony Robbins. Check that out too.
Yep.
What gets you up in the morning? What's your big why?
Besides my daughter and her feet, because she's 3 and she decides to put her foot in my mouth when she's trying to climb in our bed. Besides her, just my purpose gets me up.
And what's your purpose?
Helping as many people as possible before my light goes out. That is my purpose, helping other people.
How amazing is that?
Yep. So that's what gets me up.
Okay, so this is going to be a little long, so let me get it out.
Sure.
You're currently a coach, author, and motivational speaker. However, many years ago, you were on track to become a professional basketball player until an injury sidetracked you. How did you mentally recover from the injury and shift your mindset to allow you to open yourself up to new career opportunities?
It's not easy. And I think that's where people kind of get this misconstrued. Like, they see all these motivational speakers and like, get up, it's okay. Like, they don't realize that when you go through something adverse. So basketball was my whole entire dream. I didn't have a plan B. It was just plan A. And the reason that I was playing basketball, so my mom never had to work again. So my purpose was true. It wasn't I want to be famous or whatever. It's because of my mom. My mom raised 5 of us by herself with no money. So when I got injured, people always ask me like, how long did it take you to get over it? And when I say like 48 hours, like, well, how did it take 48 hours? I said, well, I started going back in the gym and shooting from a chair within 48 hours. It doesn't mean I didn't think about it. Doesn't mean that I didn't have my moments. But I knew that I had to move on or it was going to consume me. So that's how long it took me. And sometimes it takes you different periods of time. It might take you a year. It might take people 3 months. You have to mourn it and grieve it because that's what humans do. But you also have to understand that there's something ahead of that adversity. Once the adversity happens, it's already over, right? If I go outside, my tire is flat, it's done. Like, my tire's flat. So either I can cry about my flat tire or I can figure out how I can get it fixed.
I think that's such a good point because when motivational speakers or influencers are saying things, they're saying, go do it, you got this, it's yours, just take it. But what's the steps in between? And I think you hit on a few of them because, just your average everyday person doesn't have that inside of them yet. They haven't tapped into it, and that's what they need help with. So great answer. This is along the same lines. When you're in a slump, professionally or personally, what are some actual things you do to get out of it?
Okay, if I'm in a slump professionally, all that means is I'm not speaking 5 times in a month. I might be speaking 1 time in a month. I just get on my grind. That's it. So if I want to speak 100 times, it's on me. I don't have a PR person. I don't have a publicist. I never have. And probably, I'm not sure if I ever will because I know how to do this myself. So I just kind of figure out, okay, well, where can I speak? What can I do? And then I just make that happen. I think a lot of times when we're in a slump or something's wrong with us, we just cocoon up, right? Or we stay in the fetal position and we just like, I wish this would stop. The storm's gonna pass, but you can help that storm by putting action behind it. So I just put action behind it. My mom was like worked 3 jobs since I was little. So like that work ethic is already ingrained in me. So I don't know how to just sit down and do nothing.
And how about personally? Like if something happens to you, you'll take action, but will be some steps you take. Do you meditate? Do you go for a walk? Do you play basketball?
Like I get into an argument, like me and you, we're best friends now.
We're not arguing.
So like we would never. But if you like upset with me, I'm a very like let's talk about a person. I'm not passive aggressive at all. If there's an issue, let's talk about it. Like I've had people that have unfollowed me on Facebook because maybe something I posted or something I said, and it is what it is. There's billions of people on the planet, right? So like if you don't like my message, you don't like me being myself, I'm not going to try to chase you. I don't chase people.
Right.
It's just, it is what it is. Now, if I wrong you, then I'm going to come up to you and say, I'm sorry, what did I do? Let's talk about it.
So you like to attack the things head on.
Yeah, but not attack people because that's illegal.
Is it?
Well, depending on, okay.
What are some of your favorite wellness tips or regimens that you can share with the viewers?
Work out because it's important. And it's not just important for your health, it's important for your mind. And working out doesn't mean going to a gym where they put chains around their necks and do a gazillion pull-ups because everybody starts different. But just do some type of activity. Like just get out and walk. Do something. I think we get into that game of comparison and we see all these like CrossFit people and all these other people and they're all super in shape. They have a 19-pack. They have the abs on their neck. And we're like, man, how am I going to get to that 19-pack with the abs on my neck? You don't need abs on your neck. That's crazy. But you can walk around your block, walk your dog, do something. So I think it starts with a step. So just start taking steps towards it so you can live a longer life.
And you feel the energy flowing through you and everything changes. It's so good. Tell us a little bit about your career.
Okay, so my speaking career started in 2012. And it started because I was on Facebook one day and I was reading my timeline, probably because I wanted to be depressed. And I just saw all this negativity. And I said, well, I want to try to change it. So I had a book of positive quotes, and I was taking the quotes out of the book and putting them on my timeline. And even the drama bombs, even the people that are always, negative, they start to like it. And then one day I woke up, and I couldn't find the book, so I wrote my own quote. So then people like that too. So I was like, well, screw the book. I'm just going to write my own quote. So every day I started writing my own quote, and a buddy of mine said, you should write a blog. And I said, that's cool. What the hell is a blog? Because I had no idea what it was. And he set up a blog site, and then I started writing a blog, and then people from Vietnam and Germany were reading my blogs. I was like, I'm just some kid from New Jersey, and all these people are liking my blog. So I was like, okay, I want to go speak. I want to write a book. And they're like, how are you going to do that? I was like, I'm going to ask Google. And I asked her, because Google's a girl, and Google's like, yeah, this is what you do. So I did it. And that's all it is. People are like, man, how'd you get into speaking? It's like, I just said that I wanted to do it. So I just figured out how to do it, and I went and did it. I think we spend our whole entire lives thinking about, well, how? And we just sit there thinking how instead of like taking action to figure out, okay, what do we do? So that's what I did.
Agreed.
Yeah. So now I speak all over the place.
I know.
I'm a big deal.
You are a rock star.
Yeah, super humble too.
I find that all of us coaches and motivational speakers thrive on serving others. What's your unique value proposition? What is it that you offer your clients?
Yeah. I'm going to offer you realness. I'm not going to talk to you like I know all the answers. I'm not going to talk to you like I'm on a mountain. I don't speak in a dashiki, in crisscross applesauce floating in the air. That's just not my style. I think people like my message because it's a real message. It's like I go through stuff all the time. I have moments all the time. I just don't let the moments become months and years. It's the only difference. So I have a conversation when I speak. I don't get up there with glow sticks, not knocking people that do, with glow sticks and sound sticks and knock stuff together. I'm not a rah-rah dude.
You're relatable.
I'm relatable. That's just who I am.
All right. If you could give your former self one piece of advice that you wish you knew then, what would it be?
It depends on the former self, because if I was in high school, I would say listen more. Anything after high school, I wouldn't say a thing. Because I wouldn't want to butterfly affect it and mess up how I got here, right? I wouldn't say, oh man, take care of your Achilles, don't rupture, because then I wouldn't be here.
I agree.
Right? So high school, I would just say listen, because I did not listen.
Because you knew it all.
I knew everything, but nothing.
Right, exactly. But you recognize that now.
Yes.
Everything to me in life is about gratitude. It's all about gratitude. What's one thing you're grateful for?
My kids and my family. Super grateful. Like that, when people say like, what's your why, what's your purpose? Everything I do is for them. Like everything. So that's when I wake up, that's in the forefront of my mind. Okay, Bryce is looking at me, Naya's looking at me. How am I going to conduct myself? And there's
Hi, Bryce and Naya.
What up, kids? There's times where like you're driving and like someone cuts you off, or like you're having a conversation and it's like, fairly aggressive, and you're just looking, you're like, okay, my kids are watching. Like you have eyes on me now.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had someone come up to my house the other day and I was annoyed. I was like, why are they here? They're like going door to door.
Yeah.
And I started, and then my daughter was next to me. I'm like, that's not what I want to show her. So absolutely, I get that. I think I know the answer to this based on this conversation, but who has been the biggest influence in your life and why?
Mama Dukes.
Hi, Mama Dukes.
Tina Thomas. That's my girl. When people say, like, I get offered to go to women's events a lot, and my guys that are speakers like, well, how are you going to all these women's events? I was like, because I talk about my mom 75% of the time. And if it's not directly about her, it's just the values that she instilled in us, and just her work ethic and gratitude and all these things and just like not quitting. It would have been very easy for my mom to just quit and say, you know what? I can't raise these 5 kids. One of my brothers is autistic, and it's like there's so much stuff that she had to go through. And even now when I tell her, I'm like, Mom, do you realize what you've done? Like, do you realize the impact you've had on our lives? She's like, oh, baby boy, it's nothing. Like, she just blows it off. So my mom is like, that is why I'm.
She's the pinnacle.
She's the pinnacle.
She sounds pretty amazing.
You'll meet her one day.
Cool.
She's 5'2.25".
Oh, no way.
Yeah, but she'll still beat me up.
What are some of your favorite books, podcasts, or tools that have supported you on your journey besides my podcast and your podcast?
I was going to say, your podcast is my favorite. I would say there's a book that I read. It's a really small book. It's called How to Be Interesting by Jessica Hagee. I thought it was a pretty cool book.
We'll post that for you later.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool book because there's like little graphs and stuff. I think a lot of the books are like this. I don't want to read a self-development book like this. And I talk about self-development.
Right.
Like, that's just not what I want to do. So I think that book is really good. Outliers is probably one of my favorite books by Malcolm Gladwell.
Yep.
I've read every single one of his books.
It's a good book.
Just because his mind thinks differently. And anybody that thinks differently than the norm, those are people that I like to read and get their thoughts on. So I think Outliers, How to Be Interesting, those are 2 of my favorite books.
And the podcast?
Oh, and podcast, I would say outside of yours and mine, I don't know. There's like...
There are none.
Oh, Revolutionist History.
Okay.
About Malcolm Gladwell. That's
Okay,
another one.
okay.
And I want to say for my favorite book out of those two is All the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss.
I
It's my
love
favorite
that
of all time.
book. Yeah, I
Favorite
love that book. That's such a great book. What is the best way for the viewers to contact you? You can let the viewers know.
Okay, viewers, hi.
Hello, viewers.
It's Cornell, having a great eyebrow day. If you want to contact me, Cornell Thomas 34 is my Instagram, and then Cornell Thomas across any other channel. I think people get surprised when they reach out to me that I contact them right back.
I do too, and people
Yeah.
are always surprised.
They're
I
like,
love
"What?"
it. They're like, you responded?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, why not?
So the same way you contact PC and she hits you back, I will contact you right back. I answer her questions all the time, so please feel free.
Awesome. Okay. There are a few more questions.
Sure.
Is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't?
No, these
No?
questions have been amazing.
Okay. And these videos are all about sharing. What is your number one tip for the viewers to live their best lives?
Be grateful.
Be
not,
grateful.
Not just grateful for your car or your house. Be grateful for your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Unless it's bad. But no, seriously, when you wake up in the morning, that is a W. And I think that's what people don't understand. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, that's such a bad day. You did. Okay, I get it. I understand that. I've had those too. But waking up is the first win.
Yep.
So if you get up, realize there's tens of thousands of people all over the world that didn't do what you just did. So every day we wake up, it's like winning the lottery, right? So today you're seeing this, you won the lottery. So despite your boss being a jerk or your kids throwing up all over somebody, you're still alive. And if you're alive, you can fix the situation that you're in. So I'd say that's my best advice for
Love
everybody.
that. That's
Just realize
awesome.
you're awake.
You haven't had any juice.
Oh,
Take a sip.
I would love to take a
Cheers.
sip. Cheers.
Cheers.
To 1938. It's really
You're not
good.
going to pound it?
No,
Okay.
no. Last time I
Okay.
did that, I woke up in a dumpster. But that is delicious
Good.
juice. I
It's
like
really
it.
good for
I like-
you.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for
I
having
hope
me.
you'll come back again.
I'll
and
come back
we
soon.
love this.
You're awesome.
All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.